that facing new developments, APEC members need to draw on past experiences and lessons, respond to the challenges of the times, and steadfastly advance Asia-Pacific regional economic integration. Xi Jinping made the remarks in a written speech at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation CEO Summit. It calls for joint efforts in breaking new ground in development and building an Asia-Pacific community with a shared future. In the speech, President Xi put forward proposals including bolstering the foundation for peaceful development and taking a people-centered development approach. He's also proposed striving for higher standard connectivity, building stable and unimpeded industrial and supply chains, and promoting economic upgrading. The Chinese president in Bangkok to attend the 29th APEC Economic Leaders Meeting and visit Thailand. This year's meeting is convened under the theme of Open, Connect, Balance. Hu Weiwei has more.
According to the official agenda, the economic leaders and representatives will engage in face-to-face talks on Friday and Saturday to discuss a wide range of topics, including balanced, inclusive, and sustainable growth, as well as the sustainable trade and investment. And APEC is a very important regional collaboration forum here, and we're looking forward to more output from this forum.
China's Shenzhou 14 crew members have completed their third spacewalk since the start of their mission in June. It was the first spacewalk since the addition of the Xinjiang station's second lab module earlier this month, completing the station's T-shaped configuration. The astronauts installed a bridge that links the core module with the two lab modules. India has more from the Beijing Aerospace Control Center.
The most important task for the day is completed. That is installing what they call a inter-module linking equipment. Essentially, these are equipment that looks like rods, long thin lines that link different modules. And with these pieces of equipment, the inter-module linking equipment in place, astronauts were able to expand their scope of activities that they can move on their own, or we can understand that they've expanded the area they can crawl on their own.
Official data shows foreign direct investment in the Chinese mainland expanded 14% to over 1 trillion yuan in the first 10 months of this year. In U.S. dollar terms, the inflow went up 17% to $168 billion U.S. dollars. The service industry saw FDI inflow jump by 4.8%, while that of high-tech industries surged by about 30% from a year earlier. The Turkish president says a deal for the export of Ukrainian grain to world markets through the Black Sea is being extended for 120 days. Recep Tayyip Erdogan says the agreement is extended as a result of the survey test hosted by Turkey. On July 22nd, Russia and Ukraine separately signed a document in Istanbul with Turkey and the United Nations on grain and fertilizer exports amid the Russia-Ukraine conflict. The initial duration of the agreement was 120 days. NATO says a missile strike that killed 2 people in Poland was probably not an attack by Russia. And Stoltenberg said the missile could be from a Ukrainian air defense system meant to counter a Russian aerial bombardment. Polish President Andrzej Duda also said there's no evidence that the missile was launched by Russia. The Russian Defense Ministry said the projectile was a Ukrainian missile. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the deaths were a tragedy and that Ukraine's air defense and armed forces defend all of Eastern Europe. The hand of God football that Diego Maradona famously punched in at the 1986 World Cup failed to sell at auction. It received a highest bid of nearly $2.4 million U.S. dollars